That's the Tesla stock, but that's also Tesla cars being blown up, keyed up, and being doxxed, apparently. So there's a lot to unpack here with this segment because that's to deal with Elon Musk and anti-Tesla protests and, I don't know, the destruction of private property. Because, look, you can have an opinion about Elon Musk and Tesla, but I do draw the line where random people start attacking random people because of something they own. Okay. I don't like the idea of somebody keying another person's property because they're driving it. Okay. I've seen the videos on social media of Tesla drivers getting their property, their vehicles keyed up or destroyed. And I'm going to tell you, if anybody did that to my car, regardless if it was a Tesla or not, we're fighting and I'll see you in court. Okay. That's how it's going to play out. I don't approve of that. And there are current incidents right now taking place of arson happening at dealerships. Now, if one of these people who wants to, do some damage because they hate Elon Musk and they want to do these horrific attacks, take into account, we don't know how mentally stable some of these people are willing to destroy, these buildings, because what if, oh no, a security guard gets hurt or people get hurt? I'm all for a protest and free speech, but I do draw the line when you start attacking people, destroying their property, or potentially could be causing them harm should they be on the road. Because there's a lot of unhinged people out there. Yes, I understand Trump derangement syndrome. And yes, I understand being critical of Trump and Elon Musk. But you start hurting people, and then things start playing out. But there's a bigger issue here as well. And that is, are we being played? Are we being distracted here? Is there a bigger game that's causing Americans to be divided and hate each other even more? So let's go ahead and start with this very interesting segment here. And that is anti-Tesla protests funded by big-time California Democrat donor whose ex-husband, no drama, is close pal of Elon Musk. So anti-Tesla protests are being fueled by a Democrat mega donor, whose ex-husband is one of Elon Musk's closest pal. Billionaire, of course. Of course, what would it be? It's always going to be a billionaire. All right? Billionaire, all the time, every time, okay? Billionaire. Steve Jurvetson, 58, was an early investor in Tesla, served on its board until 2020, and continues to sit on Elon Musk's SpaceX board. However, his ex-wife, drama, California psychiatrist Carla Jurvetson, 58, doled out more than $500,000 to Indivisible Action, a political action group linked to nonprofit directing the protests against Musk, according to public records. Indivisible, a Washington-based advocacy group, has sponsored Musk or Us. Oh, God, terrible slogan. Demonstrations across the country this week. The group offers a toolkit on its website featuring graphics and anti-Tesla protest signs, as well as information on how to conduct town halls. Look, I get it. Elon Musk sitting in White House meetings, part of Doge. There's a lot of red flags there, but this isn't the first time a billionaire had influence in Washington, D.C. or over a president, except the only difference is it's a little bit more public, and there's a lot of people in the latte drinking liberal circle who are upset because Elon Musk and Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos aren't now a part of their vote blue, no matter who circle jerk. They're part of the vote red, no matter what circle jerk. Okay. So at the end of the day, folks, no matter who you vote for, Democrat or Republican, you're getting screwed in the end. You don't have a seat at the table. But what does weigh with me is how we're being manipulated to hate one another. And it's causing brain dead people to do stupid actions. And while this has nothing to do with the advocacy group, it is causing people to lose their ability to, number one, think critically. Like, all right, you see a couple of protesters here. There's an Elon Musk robot. Listen, I don't want to wake up one morning and I see a T-800 in front of my door and it shoots a whole magazine into my chest, okay? Because this is how you get Terminator and the Men of Iron. All right, you got people up there. Here we go. What are you going to do? All right, there you go. All right. Yes, that will hurt Elon. That's going to do it. Pink goo over the robot. And the robot's like, what? What'd I do to you? You stupid humans. Like this, yeah, this will stop Elon. Elon sees this and he's done. It's done. It's over. But also another thing here too. If I see somebody, I don't know, wearing Nike shoes, yes, I know that there's Chinese sweatshops out there. Everything that we wear, our smartphones that we use, yes, sweatshops. Okay, that's where all of our products are being made. All right, but I am not for somebody going to another person, taking their cell phone and breaking it or keying their car. Because if you key my car, we're fighting. We're fighting. And you have brain dead geniuses like this keying up a Tesla. You don't know who that person is driving that Tesla car. That might be the car they could afford right now. That doesn't mean they're a Trump supporter or Elon Musk supporter. It means, hey, that's their car. You could be keying somebody's car who's not politically observant or politically involved at all, period, and they just bought the car because they like it.
Did you just key a Tesla the other day?
What?
You're on video. Yeah. This is the guy. You just keyed a Tesla. You got a video online. I just saw it. It's all over the fucking face. The media.
Tesla?
Yes, you did. You keyed a Tesla in a parking lot somewhere around here. What do you got to say about that?
I didn't do that.
Hold on. Let's go ahead and mute that because copyright music. There's the tape. Hold on. Mister, Teslas have cameras in them, buddy. All right. You stupid moron. Stupid moron. You stupid a freaking moron.
I said, I plainly saw you doing it. You pulled up right next to it and then you keyed it.
Oh, shit.
You want to bet?
Whatever.
Okay. Well, they got your license plate. I'm surprised you haven't been contacted by the police yet. I mean, what do you have to say? I mean, I saw you do it. I'm just curious. I mean, just because of Elon, you're wearing a USA T-shirt, driving a Korean car. Why would you key an American car? The guy's probably a Democrat that owns it. I think it's a woman. I mean, I'm just curious why you did that.
This is why you can't get emotionally involved in politics. I mean, case in point, another person keying a property, because I'm getting to the point of this, because this is leading into some dangerous territory. I'm all for being critical of Elon Musk. I'm all for being critical of Donald Trump. But I think what's being happened here is we're being sheep herded into further division, and social media is going to help fuel that flame. Heads up, folks. Another great divide is happening. You got this guy right here, different person altogether. Why would you do this to somebody's? Again, why would you do that? Why would you do that? They all got cameras. They all got cameras. And of course, then you have our word finder. Now, this is how you lose my support. All right. This is how you lose my boycott Tesla and Starlink. This genius here bought a Tesla only to destroy it. I get everyone being upset about Doge and Trump's policies. But when I see a dumb idiot like this, I put him on the same level as all the people who are getting emotionally charged over Black Lives Matter protests. Remember what they all were doing? Destroying coffee makers or any product that was standing with Black Lives Matter? Like, the company is just going to look at you and laugh like, oh, you still bought it and you didn't return it? Okay, fine. Like, you bought something, the company gets the money, and in turn, you destroy it, and what do you get? A few seconds of internet fame? Yeah, this is going to stop Elon, because Elon's going to look at his wall and be like, oh, I still got your money, baby. That's how it's going to play out. That's how it's going to play out.
Armed with a pickaxe and sledgehammer in Seattle's Soto neighborhood, these two fellas went to town on this Tesla. The car was left in shambles with shattered windows, massive punctures, and tons of anti-Elon Musk graffiti.
We don't like what Elon Musk is doing.
This man would only give me his first name,
Greg, sorry.
but says he actually owns the white Model S.
I bought it just to destroy it.
I hate you so much. I mean, if you want to protest or use that stand against Donald Trump or Elon Musk, then donate to a protest or advocacy group. You could have done that instead of, doing this to the car. Okay, it's just a freaking car. You bought it, and Elon and Tesla still have the money. I love you, but I'm going to use my Coca-Cola classic Logan Roy quote. I love you, but you are not a serious person.
And Greg says he coordinated the stunt with his friends because he doesn't like Musk.
Tesla supports trans.
Bought it to destroy it?
Yeah.
That's it. Bought it to destroy it. Bought it to destroy it, baby. That's all he did. Bought it to destroy it. Bought it to destroy it. And somehow that's going to shake the foundations of everything. Because then again, you also have incidents like this taking place, which let's go ahead and play this video before we bring up the articles. And this is footage of an arson that took place at a Tesla dealership. Yeah, I'm all for protesting. I'm all for it. I'm all for the First Amendment. But when a person or security or maybe a family or people wanting to partake, I mean, what happens if this goes an extra mile? What happens if another person does and will get hurt? So I want to pull this up here and talk about it just a little bit more because there's a little bit more for the donor drama here. So let's pull up this article here again, once again from the New York Post. In the website, again, the group that is calling for advocacy is supporting against protests against Trump. Support the massive organization effort it's going to take to defend our democracy and one another against Trump authoritarian agenda. We don't have a democracy. We have a constitutional republic that's now an oligarchy. The group stands against Musk and his leadership of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, as initiative to streamline the federal bureaucracy. Republicans are enabling Musk to make decisions and push policies that directly hurt working families while enriching billionaires like himself. Don't worry, the CR got pushed through, so those things that Doge cut or suggested to be cut, guess what? They're going to get funded again. Why? Because it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan, and there's also another devious plan. And this is where I have to wonder if there's any agencies or groups that are capitalizing on Elon Musk derangement syndrome. Anti-Doge website purports to dox Tesla owners. You don't know who that owner is. You don't know where they stand politically or socially. Maybe that's the car that they wanted because they liked it and liked how it looks. Listen, talking about politics is one thing I've come to realize after 8 years of doing this. The vast majority of Americans are not really that politically engaged. Now, yes, they are waking up. There are a lot of people waking up. But for the most part, everyone just wants to live their life and live in the world. And that's something I like to do too. But when you do stuff like this, opponents of billionaire Tesla boss Elon Musk, who's running U.S. President Donald Trump's controversial Department of Government Efficiency, have appeared to have targeted his electric vehicle companies' clients by publishing their personal details online. And there's a lot of unhinged people out there that don't act quite responsible. Dubbed DogeQuest, horrible name, the interactive map purports to display addresses and other sensitive information linked to Tesla. What could go wrong? How could this be capitalized to have Americans hate Americans even more? The site appears to reveal private information about Tesla owners and properties linked to Doge employees. What could go wrong? The website description claims that it is not designed for those who hunt for a Tesla to unleash your artistic flair with a spray can. I'm not for that because you don't know who you're doing that to. And there are so many said typewriter. Keyboard warriors out there who think they're part of the next resistance. Let me tell you something, you latte drinking, vote blue no matter who people who are triggered by Donald Trump. You would crack if you were part of the resistance in World War II. Okay? If you were in Nazi-occupied France, you'd break. You hear that all the time from a lot of these people. Say, oh, if I was alive during the Civil War era, I would have helped the Underground Railroad. If I was alive during World War II, I would have been a part of the resistance. No, you would not have. Shut up. That's my homework assignment to anybody that hears that again. You just go up to, no, don't go up to them, but say it in your mind. Play it out in your head. Just tell them, hey, Shut up. You would not be part of the resistance. No, you wouldn't. Contrasting with his purported nonviolence pledge, it uses Molotov cocktail as its cursor and stipulates that Tesla owners wishing to be removed from the database must provide proof that they sold their vehicle. So in other words, what? You're asking Tesla owners this, hey, give us your information and tell us that you sold the vehicle. What could go wrong with this? How could this be used terribly? Okay. This could be used in such a bad way that it's going to cause a lot of trouble. The existence of this map was highlighted by several news outlets this week, including 404 Media, which confirmed that some records of private individuals appear to be authentic. Tesla has become the forefront of political backlash against Doge activities, and numerous protests reported near dealerships in recent weeks. Incidents of vandalism targeting the vehicles have also emerged. Now let's talk about some of this vandalism, okay? Okay, because there's right now over 100 protests that are planned against Elon Musk and Tesla.
There's something really remarkable happening right now. I'm not sure people have really quite gotten their arms around this. We are seeing this.
And I also want to acknowledge this YouTube super chat right here. John Michael tipped $5. I guess burning Teslas doesn't count to climate change. If you drink enough Frappuccino cappuccinos, your brain cells stop working, John Michael. At least that's what I've been told. I guess they don't care about the burning of electric vehicles and the pollutants going in the air. What could go wrong?
Organic bottom-up movement against Musk's signature company, Tesla. Some activists just put up a website with a simple message, right? Sell your Teslas, dump your stock. And then an entire Tesla takedown movement has sprung up in response. They've got a map where all the protests are planned all across the country. It's been happening for about a month. This weekend alone, there are more than 100 protests planned at dealerships, Tesla dealerships across the country, from Brooklyn to Toledo, Dallas to Grand Rapids, Raleigh, dozens more. There are even, as you might see there, a handful planned in Canada and the UK. And I'm going to tell you something. I wager next weekend there will be even more, and the weekend after that more, because this is growing every single day. And it's not Democratic leadership in Congress organizing the protests. It's just everyday folks who are fed up and want to make their voices heard.
And so, look, I understand if maybe there's a Tesla owner that wants to sell their property, maybe because they don't like Elon Musk, fine. But let's say there's a Tesla owner who's just minding their own business and doesn't give two craps about politics. I have friends who don't care about politics at all, period. And you know what? I know better than to talk politics with them, and that's fine. But if they're just minding their own business, what? The continued harassment begins? Protesting in front of a Tesla dealership isn't going to make Elon Musk change his way. What can change his way, or either that beginning foundations, is number one, citizen ballot initiatives, creating mutual aid groups, and also creating movements and organizations not connected to Washington, D.C., trying to create change at the local, city, and state level. Maybe instituting change from the bottom up by getting people in office that want to do change, end corruption, end money in politics. And it could be a diverse coalition of a lot of people. Maybe that's something that should be done instead of just marching with pink pussy hats and signs and saying, oh, Elon Musk, Trump, go to jail. They're not going to go to jail. That's not going to happen. The laws of the land do not apply to the mega rich. We've learned this already. But perhaps there's other things that we can do that could lead to more effective change than doing the tried old method of protesting in front of Trump Tower or a Tesla dealership or wanting to key somebody's private property. Because what's stopping this from escalating further? Because I'm pretty sure it ain't cheap to get that key mark out.
And it's having an insanely outsized effect. I mean, Tesla's sales are just cratering. The stock price has seen all of its post-election gains vanish. Musk's personal wealth has declined by more than $125 billion since the beginning of the year. That's because of this. And that's why Donald Trump had to turn the White House into a car lot this week and cut an ad for his co-president's fleet of vehicles.
Co-president, you're still running on that.
While the Attorney General of the United States effectively tried to threaten folks with jail time if they voiced their dissatisfaction with Musk's company.
If you're going to touch a Tesla, go to a dealership, do anything, you better watch out because we're coming after you.
Wow.
And
Well,
if you're funding this, we're coming after you. We're going to find out who you are.
Did you go to a dealership? No. We've all got a First Amendment right to stand on a sidewalk with signs outside a dealership.
Yes, and that's what's going to get people to your cause. What are you doing? I hate Elon Musk, so I'm protesting his Teslas. Well, there are other ways in which, people can actually, I don't know, stand up, fight back. Because I want to pull up this video here, or at least something from Roger Meadows. I want to make sure we get this correct, because there's other ways to, stand up, and such as, looking to alternatives to electric vehicles, or either that's something that's not related to Elon Musk. Maybe that could be done. Maybe that could be done, because you have the ex-wife here of one of Elon's best buddies and pals constantly funding these organizations. And the thing is, if they're a Democrat mega donor, what it fuels is also more stuff like this.
They've got signs. There are people with signs and demonstrations saying that I need to die.
Do you think are these just whack jobs, or do you think
Well,
there
definitely
are,
whack jobs. Hopefully.
foreign?
They're not sane people.
Yeah.
Do you think there are foreign entities behind this? Do you think there are domestic entities behind the threats, and also the attacks to Twitter, or not Twitter, Tesla? I mean, you're getting Tesla's charging stations lit on fire. Do you think that's organized and paid for?
Yes, at least some of it is organized and paid for. I think by domestic, basically left-wing organizations in America, funded by.
No. Let's not say it's left wing. All right, this is vote blue no matter who, because you have a Democrat donor, and take a wild guess. That Democrat mega donor probably is friends or could be potentially associated with anyone in the you know it, you love it, Act Blue. The same Act Blue that you get emails from. Hey, thanks, Bernie Sanders, you nutless, spineless wonder, for giving away all our emails.
Left-wing billionaires, essentially.
Is it like Act Blue, or what?
Act Blue is one of them. There's Arabella, the classic. It's funded by the blue, basically the left-wing NGO cabal.
Well, I will say, if Act Blue and Arabella Networks.
Act Blue is a huge scam, next level.
Do you think it's foreign money, Chinese money? Where do you think the money in Act Blue is coming from? How do you figure?
The Act Blue money is coming from a lot of people who are vote blue no matter who, corporate mega donors, and of course, yes, you have influence overseas as well. I mean, but this is all a game. And the game is, I hate you because you might have something. I hate you because what? I mean, you had, in Trump's first term, you had Trumpers destroying Nike shoes and coffee machines or NFL jerseys because of what, at the time, Black Lives Matter. I mean, that was a thing that was happening, and I thought that was stupid then, because the company collected that money. You just return back the product. But also, there's the whole idea of free speech, and I'm all for being critical. But the problem is that since Trump's first term and the years that followed, a dangerous system is being put in place here. That is, a huge wall of divide is happening between us Americans. I have to hate you because you're not wearing my jersey. I have to hate you because you voted a certain way. I have to hate you because this is what the media is telling me to do. We're being distracted in hating each other. We're being distracted because of what? A brand? No. If we unite against corruption, we win. When we use our powers as a people, we win. When we stand up to these jagoff politicians on the left and on the right, Democrats and Republicans, we win. How we lose is when they successfully divide us. And if you don't think that there's some kind of insidious plan where you have agencies working together or pushing narratives on social media to cause us to be divided even further, oh my goodness, yes. And of course, there's going to be some brain dead, dumb, stupid people. We did a video on this. Idiocracy seems to be coming into life, but far more dangerous when you have dumb people get emotionally charged because of their favorite politician or favorite media pundits telling you that you have to hate the other. Stuff like this happens. Cars being keyed, lots being destroyed, when in fact, maybe, okay, yes, the protest, in theory, even though they don't work as much as they used to, can work. but it stops us from calling out the corruption of Elon Musk or Donald Trump or the Democrats. When we start all of a sudden putting up websites in which a brain dead individual could possibly look up a Tesla owner, maybe somebody they don't like, maybe somebody they hate, and then find some personal information, it could open up a Pandora's box of a lot of dangerous things that could go down, that will go down. This is the perfect recipe for us, all of us, to fall into that trap. And we are better than this. And of course, you have Elon Musk saying, "Oh, it's people on the far left." No, I don't approve. I do not approve of somebody's car being destroyed, no matter what brand it is. Because I know better. I have enough brain cells to work in there to, well, okay, there might be a lot of people who are not politically engaged or will fall for the trap of hating the other, their neighbor, their friend, their family members. We saw after November 5th, so many TikTok people having liberal meltdowns saying, "I'm not going to Thanksgiving or Christmas because my family voted for Trump." You're letting politics get the better of you. What we need to realize is we can't let politics get the better of us. We have to be better than politics. We have to break this corrupt system. That's what we have to do. It's not the left or the right. It's not about Elon or Trump. It's not about Biden or the Democrats or anything of that nature. It's about us seeing the clear picture. And what's being presented before us is for us to be divided and hate one another. And I think we're falling for it.